Hello. This is my first video, and seeing as it's nearly Halloween, it's about a week away if you didn't know, I'm going to do a distressing video. So I've got this dress. I need a few things for distressing. First, you're probably going to want a cheese grater and some paint, brushes, one for detail, one for not so detail, and one for maybe like flicking some paint. And obviously something to put your paint in, and a plate to mix any colours that you want. Maybe if you want to make your red a bit darker, some dry blood or something like that. But basically what we're doing is just building a story around this dress. After you've cut away the hem of the dress where it's been turned over, it's really easy, as you can see here, to just sort of feather your scissors like you are Ed with scissor hands, and just fucking have it. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be scared, as I said. So you just take the hem, hold it in your hand like that, pick a spot, and then just feather the scissors till you get something that you like. Now that's over and done with, and I've snipped the bottom of the dress. As you can see, it's looking slightly more distressed. Now that you've distressed the bottom of the dress, it's probably a good idea to think about how this woman died. If I can find my paint, other such useful things. And basically, you know, if you're a zombie, what you're gonna do, you're gonna fucking come in here, bite her neck, and then maybe you would like rip down here across. So to make that transfer into sort of like being distressed and all this business, what I think is probably best to do is just mark on like where the tear would be from. Would it be from right up here? It'd probably be, I'd say, from about here. It's quite good as well with this dress that there is an underdress. That is something that you probably should look out for. You know, because you don't want to end up tearing the shit out of this dress and then your fucking boobs are hanging out. So just gonna mark where I think the zombie would have teared, and then this is basically just a guideline. It doesn't have to be neat, but if you can make it look bloody-ish, that's fucking great. So I think we'll probably have like 3 tears. Somewhere from there. Most of the way down, and then once you've marked on your slashes, you can now begin to grate the motherfucker, which is all good. Let's get to it. What's good about this, nothing really that difficult. Just take it out your line, I'll do a close up of this in a second, but literally just run the cheese grater over where you've marked your slash marks. What we've done with this fucker, I think you'll agree that it looks a lot more natural than if we just cut it with scissors, so that's why I use cheese grater. But obviously use this fucking side, don't use this side, it's not cheese. Fucking, now you've got the basic idea, just fucking have it. Like, just fucking tear the shit out of it. Like, you got attacked by a zombie, there's no need to fucking pussyfoot about. Like, you know, one hand on there, don't be a pussy about it, just fucking cunt. Until that happens, and then put it back. Just lost their fucking head. Anyway, so that's a basic level of grating. And then once I've done the rest of it, I'll take you through just the different ways that you can paint it to create certain things like the slash here, or the general look of dishevelment that comes with being attacked by a zombie. Now you've successfully grated most of the dress and given it a general layer of dishevelment, you can start to dry brush. I've done a bit here, as you can see. It slightly differs from this up here. It's been dirtied up just as an initial layer of dirt, because obviously she's been dead for about 3 days, so that's going to show in her clothing. And the way that you do this is you take a tiny bit of paint on the paintbrush, like so, swivel that round, and then just get off most of the excess so that you have a tiny bit of paint on the end of your brush. Now you're able to take that back to your fabric and just dab it on the ends, anywhere that she's likely to have dragged it on the floor, or, you know, been in contact with some kind of other filthy thing like a boyfriend or whatever. Another technique that is quite handy if you're trying to do blood is to just paint your fingers, because then you can just literally, you are getting exactly what you want, like just working it into the dress. So now you've completely dry brushed the bottom of the dress, you can begin to move up the dress, and basically what we want to do is dry brush all of these little holes that have been made with the cheese grater and just highlight them, really, like, because if you see here, sorry, my head's probably in the way there, but yeah, like say we take this one, just go around it, create a nice layer of black, maybe a bit of a smear. Now that's come down, because obviously, you know, rip from here, catching on things down from here, smearing along, zombieing about and such. Yeah, when you are dry brushing, you just need to remember 3 things basically. Don't go over the top. Always, like, just take a step back after you've done each little bit, just to see how it looks, and follow the story. Like, you're the one who makes the story. This is some dead prom queen. She's been dead for about 3 days. She's got a fairly large rip here. People have been like clamouring at her because they've been fighting for food. She's pretty filthy, as you can see. And yeah, just follow that and you'll have a good time, yeah? Like, subscribe and leave a comment below.